Donnelly back in goals today for Glentoran, making his 10th appearance. I think he's going to just have to get used to this. He'll play whenever you're sort of needed. I'm sure he wasn't expecting to be called in to play today.
No, but you've got to be ready, and I know obviously you mentioned Elliot there, the goalkeepers work tremendously hard, and they've got to be ready to when called upon. You just never know what might happen. I'm sure Ross is professional. I know his attitude to training. He's a professional player, and he'll go in there and he'll want to do his best today.
Carr's looking for options. Something for bonus to chase up there. You mentioned beforehand about what tactics Matthew Tipton's going to deploy today, and it's probably going to be that bonus is going to have to run himself into the ground and try and just see if they remain into the game. Shot there by Ruddy. It's a great strike, and it's a great goal by Portadown. Scrap what I've just said. The Ports are 1-0 up, and what a goal by Michael Ruddy.
Unbelievable strike from Michael Ruddy. Again, it's another player I know well from the time of Crusaders, and we mentioned it, we know him as a defender, but look at this for a hit. Midfield, the ball just breaks in the centre of the midfield, and he comes through and wonder strike into the top corner. No chance for the goalkeeper, and Glentoran, having dominated possession early on in this game, find themselves a goal behind.
A goal behind indeed, and some Portadown fans are still making their way into the ground here at the Oval. Ball up to bonus, wins the flick on, and I'm sure you can hear around the Oval a round of applause going on currently within the stadium following the heartbreaking passing of Arthur Lebano Hughes. Everyone at the club is deeply saddened by this, and our thoughts go out to the family following this tragedy. You see here, Paul, the two wide men for Glentoran. Robbie would usually sort of start on the right, and Connor would usually start on the left. You think with them as being changed is due to the fact that this sort of left hand side here is very dogged, and they're wanting maybe Robbie to come inside and have a shot?
It could be, yes, it could be, but you expect to see them changing throughout the game here as the game goes on. Certainly if they're behind, they'll switch positions. But McDade's had a couple of little chances to get in there early on in this game, just the last 5 minutes or so. There's been a little creativity from Glentoran. Better.
Marshall into the box, ball into the box, and Jay Donnelly was there, and I don't know if it was overhead or he just couldn't get on the end of it, but it's a chance.
Yeah, it's a chance for Donnelly, and it's great play. It's better from Glentoran, the quick ball forward, the wide area to Marshall, and
on kick forward, Ian wins it, seen on forward by Joe Crow. Again McLean once more. Ruddy back on the pitch, well done there by Rob McDade, and that's where we want to make McCartan driving forward at defenders, has two on him,
it's brilliant.
Beats both of them, has a go McCartan, and that'll be into the hands of Jethro Barr, but that's where you want to see Shane McCartan doing there.
That's him, and it was a great touch initially in the build-up from Robbie McDade. Lovely little touch.
I don't think he's too happy with the fact he just landed straight in the puddle, but Bobby Burns, Shane McCartan standing over this free kick. McCartan will take it, and it'll be an in-swinger. Imagine one that'll be hit with pace. Two-man wall, McCartan, and it goes. Doesn't beat the first man as Ruddy, again, he seems to be here, there and everywhere. Heads clear, Marn with a go. And it's just over by Keelan Marn.
It's a decent effort from Marn, but again, it's from a long way out, and they'll bring the midfielder on.
Tiger will go into the middle of the pitch, and McDenning sends it out to Keelan Marn. Joe Crow to McLean. Paddy out to Bobby Burns here. Good pass down the line. McDade is in a offside position.
Their line is so good there, Portadown. I was watching it, so disciplined. You know, they're trying to keep as high a line as they possibly can, and the goalkeeper's starting position is really good too for anything it does come over the top. So you can see that they've probably worked on this during the week coming into this game, and it's been so disciplined. It's been very, very good for Portadown, and so far it's limited Glentoran to very little.
Barrow the kick forward. Back on by Bonus. Marshall has it. Driving forward here, looking for somebody over the top. He sees Jay Donnelly over the top. Great ball by Marshall. Chip by Jay Donnelly. Keeper saves it. Doesn't get the second. It's 1-1. Jay Donnelly, 15th of the season, makes it 1-1 here at the Bet McLean Oval.
It's brilliant from Donnelly. The run is brilliant. He's been looking for that run all day. It just hasn't happened for him. On that occasion, looks like the defender slips. He gets in. Goalkeeper makes a great save initially, but it comes back to Donnelly, and he's ice cool with the finish. Quality finish again from Donnelly, and what a run of form he's on for Glentoran. Superb.
Fantastic run of form and a great finish from that tight angle.
Yeah, it was a really good finish. You know, he obviously misses the first attempt, but the ball comes out to him. He doesn't panic, and he puts it away with great quality. And you know, that's the first time really he's been able to get in there and, you know, shows all his class.
43 minutes gone here at the Oval, and we're one apiece. And that just makes for a completely different half-time team talk for both managers, and an entirely different second half that we'll have ahead of us.
I think so. You know, Portadown will have been really pleased with how they played up to that point, and I just mentioned they were playing the high line. It was working for them.
Marshall driving inside, sets for Clucas. Clucas has a go, and it's headed away by Paul Finnegan.
All of a sudden, you know, that moment of quality. Yeah, it's difficult to get it up and down and over the wall from that.
And eight bodies in that Portadown wall. Jay McCartan takes two steps to the left. Does try and bend it over the wall. It's blocked. Bobby Burns with his right foot, and it's scooped up by Jethro and Barr. As there's 3 additional minutes here. Glentoran fans aren't exactly too overjoyed by that.
Corner so difficult.
Ward clears, picked up second ball there by Joe Crow. Up to McDade. McManaman flick on doesn't quite go into Jay Donnelly's path. Connolly tries to skip past Marshall. Marshall does really well. Marin clears. McCartan tries to get past to Jordan. Joe Crow's diagonal ball towards Jay Donnelly. Just a wee flick into McManaman's path. Looking for options. Connor McManaman. Out to Burns. Delivery into the box. Away by Finnegan. Donnelly's header to Clucas. Clucas, can he get a shot off? He does. He drills it, and it's just wide of the target. Like Sean and Clucas.
It's unlucky from Clucas. I think the ball's just bouncing about in the box, and I think that the Portadown defender, he doesn't want to go for it, but in case the goalkeeper they're having a little exchange of words there. But it's a good ball into the box from Joe Crow. Just floats it up and, you know, gives Donnelly something to attack. And it's a difficult one for Donnelly, but he gets it on target.
Goes to Donnelly again to chase against Finnegan. Gets round him. Jay Donnelly does really well. Jay. How has he scored that? Jay Donnelly.
What a finish.
2-1 to the Glens. Jay Donnelly has scored. I have no idea how to describe that, Paul.
It's a fantastic finish. I mean, I don't know what Finnegan's doing. He's trying to shepherd the ball out, but credit to Donnelly. Never gives it up. Gets his touch on the line and just seems to go through the goalkeeper, but it's a fantastic finish. He's no right to score from there, but the form that man's in, you would never write him off.
Absolutely not. 33rd goal for Glentoran. What a player, and he is on fire this season.
Yeah, it's fantastic strike play from him. You know, it's just real quality. everything about that goal. He never gives it up, chases it down, forces a defender into an error, and when he gets in there, he's just got that real quality to find the finish. Portadown showing that they still have that threat. McLeod is a real dangerous player. He's breaking forward from midfield. We know the threat that Bodis has, and Glentoran's just got to be aware of that. Just got to manage the game properly.
McManaman into McCartan, tackled by Ruddy. Portadown are looking to make a change or two. Getting ready is Barney McKeown. It's that ball over the top to Connolly. He's going to favour him. Marin has tried to foul him. He's tried to win the tackle, and he's somehow put him off as Glendenning saves it.
Yeah, again, we talked about the threat that they have, and it's just a ball over the top again from Portadown.
It's under 10 minutes to go. Score is still Glentoran 2, Portadown 1. The Glens are looking to make a couple of changes.
Willie Gard getting
into the box. McDade fouled. No. Great tackle by still there. Goal McManaman. 3-1 to the Glens. Portadown couldn't clear. McManaman picks up the scraps and just drills it into the bottom corner to make it 3-1.
Yeah, I think that's game, set and match now. Finnegan does brilliant initially, wins the tackle, but he just can't sort his feet out and get the ball away. But McManaman's on his toes, takes it off him, puts it away into the corner. Keeper no chance. I think that's game over now.
Game, set and match. Last chance to learn for Portadown to grab something in this game as Chris Lavery's over to take this free kick from a Glentoran winger. Whips it in, headed away by Paddy McLean.
Super header.
As Whiteman drives forward here, skips past two Portadown players, driving inside, has Cushney with him, has Donnelly with him, a pass to Ben Cushney, intercepted by Barney McKeown as it's cleared by Jordan. Bonus is still chasing. Glendenning to McLean. At the Marn as Ian McNabb has a look at his whistle and blows it for full time here at the Pat McLean Oval. Glentoran win 3-1 in the end, but it wasn't so easy at the start of this game, Paul, with a fantastic Michael Ruddy effort to put Portadown 1-0 in front.
Yeah, Portadown in the first half did a clear game plan. They sat back in two nice solid banks and tried to frustrate Glentoran. Found themselves in front with a magic goal from Michael Ruddy. But I thought in the last 10 minutes of the first half, Glentoran really came into the game, got the equalising goal, and then they carried that on into the second half. They were the most dominant side. Obviously, they had a lot of possession, but they created a lot more in the second half. Portadown still had a few other chances on the break themselves. Take nothing away from them. They give Glentoran a good game here today, but Glentoran just had that real quality when it mattered, and that man Donnelly's come up with another couple of important goals for his team.
Glentoran equalised just before half time. Jay Donnelly grabbing himself on the score sheet, and in the second half scored a fantastic second goal to make it 2-1 before Conor McManaman sealed it off to make it 3-1 at the death. Perfect game all round in terms of goals, chances, goals, players on the pitch. McCartan starts, and just all round, it's another 3 points, so it keeps the run going.
And it was good because obviously Glentoran found themselves behind. There was a little bit of frustration in the ground. Portadown were trying to frustrate Glentoran as well. There was frustration from the crowd. Players were frustrated in the first half, but they stuck to their task, and when it really mattered, Donnelly stepped up for them, and that quality just shone through for Glentoran, and they look as if they're a team that's gelled really well in the last number of weeks. There's a bit more about them. We watched them earlier in the season, it just wasn't flowing for them, but certainly in that second half I was impressed with the performance and the front men, the attacking players that Glentoran have. They're going to be a match for anybody.